honestly had a really good time tonight. I really wasn't expecting to, like, I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. I didn't know either.
Should we end this date?
How should we end the date? I don't know. How should we end the date?
Drift away.
Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Dashlane.
So you needn't keep let me in and let me in 24 straight. Lori, what are passwords?
If you don't know about Dashlane, it is a password manager that is designed to keep you safe while you're online. If you're watching this video, you probably spend a lot of time on YouTube and on other social media sites. I know that I do, and one of my major concerns is security. You probably have dozens of other accounts all over the internet, like banking websites, email accounts, shopping accounts, and all other kind of things that require passwords. You want to make sure you're keeping all of these accounts safe from hackers. I don't know if you guys are like I used to be. Like, I'm that guy that used to put their password as password. Yeah, I'm that guy. And then after that, I started using the same password for every site. But that is not safe. With Dashlane, you can generate super complex passwords that hackers will have a really tough time cracking and save them right into the app so you don't even have to remember your password. It can also safely store all your credit cards and all your personal information, and it will be synced across all of your devices. Dashlane will autofill all your passwords, your credit cards, all your personal information, so you don't ever have to fill out another form again. And I know for me, that saves me a ton of time while I'm online. Dashlane has actually offered a special promotion just for you guys, the fam. Click the link down below, guys, to start your free 30-day premium trial, and make sure you use code JamesTheFam to get an additional 10% off. I use Dashlane myself, guys, and it really gives me the peace of mind to know that all my stuff online is secure and safe. Thanks again to Dashlane for sponsoring this video and keeping the online community a much safer place. What is good, my fam? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you don't know who I am, my name is James the Fam, and if you are a fam and you don't know about my vlog channel, The Blind Savage Vlogs, you need to go over there right now. Click up here, make sure you subscribe, because I am getting ready to produce some amazing content. I actually filmed a hilarious prank on my boy Omar Gosh TV that you guys do not want to miss. I'm gonna be dropping videos on that channel twice a week, so make sure you guys go subscribe right now to The Blind Savage Vlogs. Now, I owe you guys an apology. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for part 2 of the 24 hours of dating my best friend. I know we left you on quite a little cliffhanger there, guys. But I had to go spend some time with my kids down in South Florida, and I actually uploaded a short version of this video on my vlog channel yesterday. So like I said, if you're not subscribed to that channel, you're missing out. Ew. So my best friend Chelsea, Luna, and I went on our official first date. And you know, we kind of did it because you guys have been recommending it for a very long time. My buddy Omar Gosh TV thought it would be a good idea for us to do that kind of a challenge video. I wasn't exactly expecting things to go the way they actually did. And you know, I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown both Chelsea and I. Like, you have no idea what it's meant to us. Like, thank you guys so very much. Just the other day, I put a tweet out on Twitter and I asked the fam, what are some questions you guys would like Chelsea and I both to answer? We have about 15 questions that we're gonna answer individually in our videos. So we're gonna have completely different videos, and I'm really curious how she's gonna answer the same questions that I'm gonna answer, and we're gonna do that at the end of this video. If you're watching this video the same day that it drops, around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, both Chelsea and I are gonna go live on her vlog channel, which is Chelse Maxine. So make sure you go and click up here to subscribe to that channel and turn on the notifications so you go live with us, and we're gonna answer your questions live. Right after we're done with that live stream, I'm gonna go live on D-Live. You guys have come there in full force, and I really appreciate it. I'm actually trying to get them to sponsor our RV trip around the entire country, and make sure you're there tonight, guys. I really need your support. Now, as far as our date, I know you guys want to know what happened. Some people think it was clickbait, some people think it was real, but you guys are about to find out right now, and then I will see you right afterwards to do our Q&A. So hope you guys enjoy it. It was fun. Like honestly, I had a really good time tonight. I really wasn't expecting to like, I don't know what I was expecting honestly. I didn't know either.
Should we end this date?
How should we end the date? I don't know. How should we end the date?
I don't know.
It wasn't so bad actually.
Yeah.
Am I blushing?
And then
Let me try again?
Why are you laughing? I was so into it.
It's because it's funny because they're on camera.
You know what's kind of funny?
Oh my
You
god.
know what I thought about though? I was like, this kiss is good, and then when I put my hand on your head, I was like, I only got 2 nails.
Ratchet nails, ratchet nails.
And all I have is 2 nails. Like,
Oh, I think you like it.
oh.
Actually, I kind of like it too.
Oh, I think so.
Things about to get weird. In a good way though.
In a good way. Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know what to do now.
I was just about to say, where do we go from here?
Huh.
Wow, I mean, it's weird because we've been such good friends for so long. I mean, for like a year, like over a year, I think now, right? And like, I don't know, like I've always felt like a special connection with you, but we've always just kept it like on a friendship level. And I'm glad we did that, honestly.
Me too.
Because it kind of, you know, makes me like appreciate you so much more, you know? You're so cute too. We don't really give a lot of compliments to each other. Well, we give a lot of compliments, but not so much like mushy gushy stuff.
We're usually like, oh, you look great. Oh, you killing it. Oh, this, oh, that.
Yeah.
Yes, you doing it. But
Yeah, I love your smile. You look best.
you love my smile?
I love your smile. You have a great smile.
Use the word love.
I do love your smile. No, I
You
do
love
love
me?
you. I do love you. I do. I've always loved you. You know, but it was more like, I don't know, maybe I really did always just love you. And we just kept it on a friendship level, you know?
I love you too.
Aww. Give me a hug. Aww. Is it weird?
No.
No, it's
No,
not.
no
It's,
way.
So I guess you guys were right. Like, I think you guys knew it before we even knew it.
Well,
Like,
this
we-
is how all my videos are gonna be, just clinging.
Clinger. I got a stage 5 clinger. Stage 5 clinger. Oh, you feel so nice to hug too.
I think
Huh?
what? Sounds like
nothing.
something I asked you guys yesterday.
Yeah, we actually kissed.
We kissed. You are so red.
I have a lot going through my head though.
You are
Holy
so
crap.
red. Me too.
I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless right now.
I feel like this changes everything, but like not at the same time.
It does feel like a little different.
Oh my god, why are you so red?
I don't know.
You're as red as your shirt, man. What's happening to you?
Oh my gosh. Got some ocho
Ocha
pocha.
pocha.
That look. I like that look.
Yeah. Okay, look.
So does that mean we're like gonna be together now?
I think so, yeah. Well, I know so. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we should.
I think we should do.
I mean, we've gotten along so well for so long, and
I got a boyfriend. Wait, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, did I use the wrong word?
No, I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
your
I
eyes
guess
were
you're
big. I was scared. I was like, oh god.
I really
why
didn't
went
even
too
think
far?
about that. Like, I haven't said I have a girlfriend in like 7 or 8 years. Like, I've only had one girlfriend since my divorce, which was like 9 years ago. So now I'm gonna have to be like, instead of saying this is my best friend Chelsea, but I'll tell you one thing though, you're always gonna be my best friend. Like we're always gonna be best friends. Like, you feel the same? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my
I can't stop smiling. This is so, I bet this is like the cringiest.
Total cringe.
It's total cringe, but
it's cute. I like it. Oh, that's the first time you did my hair.
Why'd you make that face? He's like, ow.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
See my life right now.
Yeah. We coming out. We got to let the world know. Something like that.
Maybe we should just dance for the song over it.
Oh my god. We've danced a couple times already.
Oh, we do a continuous this. You ready? I'm gonna do that. Ready? And go. That was bad. One more time.
Really
you ready?
bad. Okay.
And you start it.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
You gotta come back.
Good. Oh. This is so bad. Alright, you guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. We'll see how weird we feel tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm excited though. Like I definitely.
Okay.
But I do love you. So there you go. That's what happened on our date. I mean, again, like it wasn't something that we had planned. It just kind of happened, and honestly, it's quite amazing. Like I've always really cared for Chelsea. I mean, we've been the bestest friends and just unconditionally loved each other. And you know, that friendship love just blossomed over time. So a lot of you guys have commented that you knew this was gonna happen, and you know what? I guess you guys were right. You know, I guess just Chelsea and I were the only ones that, you know, I guess Chelsea and I were the only ones that didn't know. We have always been there for each other, and that's the one thing that amazes me, because I never really honestly thought I could trust another woman. And I think this is exactly what was needed for me to ever get into another relationship. And if I have any suggestions for you guys as far as dating and relationship, is don't go too fast. Just be friends. Even when it's hard, you know, just be friends, because that way you really get to know the person. I think a lot of people start dating and they kind of put on an act a little bit, or, you know, where they try to impress somebody, and then that just causes you not to be yourself. And that's what I've always loved about Chelsea, is she's always been herself. Like the person you see, you know, on camera is the exact same person she is. And I like to surround myself with people like that. That's why my other best friend is Omar Gosh TV. Now I'm going to answer some questions. I put a tweet up on Twitter asking you guys for questions that I can answer, Chelsea can answer, and we're gonna answer them separately. So if you go over to her video, you're gonna see a completely different video, but you're gonna see it from her side. On my video, obviously, you're gonna see it from my side. So make sure you go over to her channel and watch her video as well, because you're supporting my girlfriend? That's literally the first time I think I've ever said that, like on camera. That's just, wow, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of awesome too. Okay, so I'm gonna start answering your guys' questions. First question comes from Velvet702, and she asks, "Is one of you afraid to lose your friendship if it doesn't work out?" And to be honest, like, I think that's the reason it's taken us so long to get together, because neither one of us really wanted to risk our friendship, because we honestly didn't know if we did get together if things would change. And still, you know, I still a little bit worry about that, but honestly, I know who I am, I know who Chelsea is, and I think the timing, it was just perfect for us. Next question comes from Tim McQueen. How and when did you guys meet? So some of you guys know this. So I was live streaming on a different app, and there was a loyals program where you could pay like $5 a month to become a loyal, and Chelsea actually became a loyal. And I remember she would come to my live streams and she would just be extremely sweet and nice. And then I seen her picture and I was like, wow, she's very attractive. So I had asked her to email me, which she did. And she was like, hey, I live in Florida too. And she had a YouTube channel. Like, she didn't do it full time or anything, but she did have some videos that she had up on YouTube. So I watched her videos and I was really impressed by her. So I invited her to come down to film a video at the abandoned hospital in Miami. And I'm sure you guys remember this hospital. It's where I caught one of the craziest things ever. It's where I fell in a hole in the morgue and messed up my knee and broke my camera. Well, she came over, and coincidentally, there were some YouTubers that from California that were here in Florida, part of Ice Poseidon's crew, if you know who that is. And I started talking with a YouTuber called Tracksuit Andy, and he had a friend called EBZ. I challenged them to go to a haunted place. We were all gonna meet up together and go film a live stream at this hospital. Now, I'll put a link to that video if you guys wanna watch it. It's the very first video Chelsea and I did together, which was a live stream. And I thought she was extremely nice. After that, we still kept in touch, but it was about a month later when she messaged me and told me she was going to Michigan. And I was like, oh, why are you going to Michigan? And she told me her story. And honestly, it just tugged at my heart. Chelsea has had probably the toughest life of anybody I've ever known. Like, her childhood was absolutely horrible. And when she became a teenager, she left home, and that was just as bad. So she told me she was going to Michigan to make peace with her past. She had a lot of things that have really bothered her, like still to this day, but she wanted to try to go there, face her fears head on. And honestly, I asked her, I said, you know, are you going with your boyfriend? She's like, no, he doesn't want to go with me. I'm like, so you're doing this all by yourself? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go with you. And honestly, when I said that, I wasn't really expecting her to say, oh yeah, come with me. But immediately she was like, oh my God, really, would you do that? And I was like, sure. And then afterwards I was like, damn, what did I just get myself into? Now, all of this happened about a year ago, a little over a year ago. When we went up to Michigan, that's really where our friendship really blossomed. We really got to know each other. We had a great time. We laughed our butts off. She even got to do a live stream where I had to wear makeup. That's where they turned James into Jamie, and that was a really good time. I'll put a link to that video as well. It was hilarious. Next question comes from Dina Jensen, and she asks, is Chelsea as nice as she seems? And honestly, 100%. Again, that's why I like her so much, is she is 100% goofy, 100% exactly as you see her on camera. Just like my boy Omar Gosh TV, it's one of the most amazing qualities I think we all share together. She also has such a great heart toward other people and animals. And honestly, it was just something that I just found absolutely amazing in a person. Barbara asked, when did you realize you had more than just friendship feelings? Now, this is a really tough question, guys, because, you know, when we went up to Michigan, that's really where I started having, you know, feelings for her. But I know she had a boyfriend, so I wasn't, you know, I didn't let myself have those feelings. I kind of turned them off and just accepted the fact that we were only going to be friends. And I would say it wasn't until right before she broke up with her boyfriend, because there was a lot of problems that she had with him, and I started feeling extremely bad for her situation. And I think that's when I first started really beginning to have a little bit more than friendship feelings. But again, I didn't act on them. Like, I never acted on them. You know, that's the reason why we've just always been really good friends. Christy the fan wants to know our two favorite colors. Mine would be blue and black. Bama Nation wants to know what goals we have set, basically to travel around the world and film other videos. Well, this year, if you didn't know, we have a trip planned around the entire country. We're going to spend almost a month going to every state in the US to do a fan meetup, because I think it's really important that we all have a chance to meet each other, for those of you that want to. Next year, we want to start traveling. I really want to go to the UK, go to the Paris Catacomb. No, I also want to go to the Netherlands. I want to go to Australia. And I'm going to try to do all three of those next year. And then after that, we're going to pick new destinations. Yancy, aka Mommy of Mini, asks, what are our ultimate goals career-wise? And you know, it's funny, I've said this so many times, but I never wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, I never cared about publicity. I never cared about being famous. Like, I was just born without an ego, which is, you know, kind of weird, because I know a lot of YouTubers have a very strong ego. But I've noticed that most of the people I hang out with are exactly the same. My boy Omar Gosh TV, you know, Chelsea. Like, we don't really have egos, which is funny, because I have met probably thousands of you guys already. And we all seem to have that same exact trait. Like, we all seem to be like very caring, loving people. I don't really care about being famous, being on TV. Like, I've had opportunities to be on TV that I've turned down because it's just not something that drives me. What drives me is spreading positivity and spreading love, which is really what my ultimate goal in life is. Craig asks, what's the scariest place that Chelse and I have both experienced together? And I would say 100% has to be that abandoned hospital down in Miami. Like, we did that live stream, but we were all together. Well, Chelse and I went back where we explored the hospital together, and honestly, some really crazy things happened, and Chelse got so scared that literally she started crying. Like, you can actually see it in the video, and I'm gonna put a link to that video up here if you want to see that. Definitely one of the scariest videos we've ever filmed together. Charlie Stevens asked, who is the best cook? And that's funny because Chelse does not cook. Even before I met her, she would never cook food. Like, if anything, she would order out. I think her favorite thing in the world is to, you know, order takeout. And I think that's how she pretty much lived her whole life. I don't think anyone really taught her to cook. I love to cook, especially when I have somebody that appreciates it. And she always gives me such great appreciation for me cooking for her. It makes me, you know, it makes me want to do it like all the time, and I'm happy with that. A horse with no names, what do your friends think about you guys? Well, it's funny because I have been contacted by every single friend that I've had, and they ask me, is your friendship like real, or are you guys really together? And you know, I always tell them, you know, I understand why you're asking that question, but no, we've just been friends. But again, like, I think we are so meant for each other that you guys could see it before like we would accept it. My boy Omar tells me all the time that he really admires our relationship. Like, he mentions this all the time. He's always telling me, you know, James, hold on to that girl, like, she is amazing. Like, even if you guys are just best friends for the rest of your life, like, make sure you guys are always in each other's lives. And we will always be best friends, guys, no matter whatever happens. Andy Fry asks, what is our biggest fear if we start dating and if we don't date? Well, that's a really good question, Andy. Obviously, I think the scariest part of it is, like, what if something happens or something changes in our relationship because we are a couple? And obviously, I would never want to jeopardize our friendship for anything, but I also feel that this has been right from day one. You know, I might not have known it, Chelse might not have known it. I know a lot of you guys probably knew that already, you know, before we did. And I think the fear of us not dating would be that, like, she would find somebody else and they would basically take up her time and I would not see her as much. I mean, when she had a boyfriend, like, we would get together for a couple of days, and then afterwards, when it was time to leave, I would be really sad and depressed. And like, I know she was too, but she had another life that she had to live, and I had my life that I had to live. Well, Gloria, you're just jumping right into this question, but Gloria asked, will I ever marry Luna? I mean, obviously, we're in the beginning stages of our actual relationship for being a couple, and honestly, I love her. Like, I love her with every bit of, and I love her. Like, I know I love her 100%. I know she loves me, and I think we are meant to be together forever. I do think that there's things that I need to do before we get to that point. Like, I need to get a house, we need to be financially stable, and I think once we get to that point, there is a high probability that, you know, we would. Allison asked, will you guys eventually move in together? Well, funny enough, Allison, if you didn't know this, a few months ago, Chelse broke up with her boyfriend, and she had been living with him for a very, very long time. They had a house that they bought together. She actually put $20,000 down on this house, but he kept the house in his name, and I think it was a way to keep her there, because if she was to move on with somebody else, like, he's not going to give her part of that house, even though she deserves half of that house. Alex the Leo asked, are you guys still going to be putting out haunted videos? And the answer to that is 100% yes. As a matter of fact, guys, it's been quite a while since my boy Omar and I went on a true road trip. And next week, Chelse, myself, and Omar gonna be flying out to Vegas, California, where we're gonna be going back to Tonopah. We're gonna be filming some of our classic videos, as well as all new videos. And very soon, guys, we're gonna be dropping some bangers. Our last question comes from Ghost of Breakfast Past and asks, did you ever see yourselves dating each other? And it's kind of like I said before, like, I didn't really allow myself to even think like that. Like, I already accepted the fact that we were just best friends. And honestly, I was so thankful and blessed just to have somebody that truly cared for me unconditionally. And honestly, I was very content with that. And I didn't expect her to honestly break up with her boyfriend. I didn't know what was really happening there. And when I did, I think that's when I first started feeling a little bit more than friends. I was a little scared to let ourselves get to that point because I value our friendship so much that I didn't think it was worth risking. And I just think over time, since we've lived together for the last few months, we just started having more feelings for each other. I think we've kind of gotten to the point where we feel so safe with each other that we both feel we should be together. All right, fam, so that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna be live on Chelse Maxine, which is Chelse's vlog channel. Right after that, I'm gonna be doing a live stream on D-Live, so make sure you subscribe to my D-Live, add James the Fan, because we do some funny live streams on there. And again, guys, thank you so much for all your kind words. Like, the comments that you guys left in the last video, like, honestly made me and Chelse like almost tear up. We were just afraid that a lot of people might not approve of us, and to be honest with you, 99.9% of you told us that, like, you were so happy. A lot of people said they cried. Like, it really shows me how much you guys really truly love and care for us as individuals, not just YouTubers. And you know what? That just really says a lot about you. So thanks again for watching, guys. We're gonna drop another video in a couple of days, and then we're off to Vegas, baby, Vegas. Love you, fam. Till next time, peace. Love you, fam.